You're about to embark on an epic 500-mile road trip, but here's the million-dollar question. Do you take your trusty gas guzzler or your shiny new electric car? We've all heard the hype about electric cars, but when it comes down to a long-haul drive, can they hold down their own against good old gasoline? Well, buckle up because today we're finally setting the ultimate gas versus electric road trip debate once and for all. Over the next few minutes, we'll put gas and electric head-to-head in 4 key categories. So, which one will come out on top and be crowned the road trip champion? Let's find out. When it comes to choosing between an electric vehicle and a gasoline-powered car, price is often a significant factor in the decision-making process. As of 2024, a new electric car's average purchase price is around $55,000, while a gasoline-powered vehicle averages about $47,000. This notable price difference can be attributed to several factors. Firstly, EVs' advanced technology and battery systems contribute to their higher initial costs. These components are still relatively new and expensive to produce, driving up the price tag of electric cars. However, it's important to note that as technology improves and production scales increase, the price gap between EVs and gasoline cars is gradually narrowing. Despite the higher upfront cost, electric vehicles can be more cost-effective in the long run when considering fuel and maintenance expenses. On average, the annual cost of charging an EV is significantly lower than fueling a gasoline car, potentially saving EV owners hundreds of dollars yearly. Additionally, electric cars require less routine maintenance due to their simpler mechanics, resulting in lower maintenance costs over the vehicle's lifetime. While the cost of replacing an EV battery can be a concern, many manufacturers offer extensive warranties covering the battery for 8 years or more. Moreover, advancements in battery tech are expected to improve battery lifespan and affordability. Government incentives also play a role in offsetting the initial price of electric vehicles. Many countries offer tax credits and rebates for purchasing an EV, which can significantly reduce the cost burden on the buyer. For instance, in the US, federal tax credits for electric cars can range from $2,500 to $7,500, depending on the vehicle's battery size. While electric vehicles currently have a higher purchase price than gasoline cars, their long-term cost-effectiveness, lower fuel and maintenance costs, and potential government incentives make them an increasingly attractive option for many consumers. As technology advances and EV prices continue to decline, the financial benefits of choosing an electric vehicle will likely become even more compelling. When it comes to performance, electric vehicles have made significant strides in recent years, particularly in terms of range and power. The advancements in EV technology have led to models like the Tesla Model S and Lucid Air, which boast impressive range capabilities. The Tesla Model S, for example, can travel up to 348 miles on a single charge, while the Lucid Air's top-tier model offers an astounding range of over 500 miles. These extended ranges have helped to alleviate the common concern of range anxiety among potential EV buyers, making electric cars a more practical choice for everyday use and longer trips. In addition to their range capabilities, electric vehicles have a distinct advantage regarding instant torque and acceleration. Unlike gasoline engines, electric motors deliver maximum torque when you press the accelerator, resulting in quick and smooth acceleration. This instant power delivery enhances the driving experience and enables EVs to compete with high-performance gasoline vehicles. For instance, the Tesla Model S Plaid can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 1.99 seconds, rivaling some of the fastest supercars on the market. However, one area where gasoline-powered vehicles still hold an advantage is in the convenience of refueling infrastructure. Gas stations are ubiquitous. Refilling a gasoline car just takes a few minutes. In contrast, charging an electric vehicle can take anywhere from 30 minutes to several hours, depending on the charging method and battery size. While the availability of public charging stations has increased in recent years, they're not as widespread as gas stations, which can be a drawback for EV owners relying on public charging. To address this issue, the EV industry has focused on advancements in rapid charging technology. Many modern EVs now support DC fast charging, which can replenish a significant portion of the battery in just 30 to 60 minutes. However, it's important to note that not all EVs are compatible with the fastest charging speeds. And even with rapid charging, the time required to recharge an EV is still longer than filling up a gasoline car. Also, the availability of fast-charging infrastructure is not yet as extensive as traditional gas stations, particularly in rural areas or along less traveled routes. This limitation can make long-distance travel more challenging for EV owners who need to plan their routes around available charging stations. Despite these challenges, the EV charging infrastructure is continuously expanding, with governments and private companies investing in developing more charging stations and faster charging technologies. Electric vehicles have made remarkable progress in terms of range and power, with models like the Tesla Model S and Lucid Air offering extended ranges and instant acceleration. However, despite advancements in rapid charging tech, the convenience of gasoline refueling infrastructure remains a challenge for EVs. When comparing the long-term costs of owning an electric vehicle versus a gasoline-powered car, it's essential to consider the expenses beyond the initial purchase price. Two significant factors that can greatly impact the overall cost of ownership are fuel and maintenance costs. In terms of fuel efficiency, electric vehicles have a clear advantage over their gasoline counterparts. The cost of electricity required to charge an EV is generally much lower than the cost of gasoline. On average, the cost of fuel in an electric car for a year is significantly less than the cost of a gasoline-powered vehicle. In fact, EV owners can save hundreds of dollars annually on fuel costs alone. For example, in 2022, while a gasoline vehicle's annual fuel cost could reach over $2,400, the equivalent cost for an electric vehicle was around $998. This substantial difference is primarily due to the higher efficiency of electric motors and the generally lower electricity price than gasoline. When it comes to maintenance, electric vehicles also offer cost savings. EVs have fewer moving parts than gasoline cars, which means less wear and tear over time. As a result, electric vehicles typically require less frequent and less expensive maintenance. For instance, EVs don't need regular oil changes, or fuel filter replacements, or spark plug replacements, which are standard maintenance requirements for gasoline vehicles. On average, the annual maintenance cost for a gasoline car can range from $500 to $700, while electric vehicles often have lower maintenance costs due to their more straightforward mechanical design. However, it's worth noting that electric vehicles may have higher insurance costs compared to gasoline cars. This is often due to the higher repair costs associated with EVs, particularly in relation to their battery packs and specialized components. Nevertheless, the overall savings on fuel and maintenance can help offset these higher insurance premiums. Moreover, many electric vehicles come with manufacturer warranties that cover the battery and other major components for an extended period, often up to 8 years or 100,000 miles. These warranties can provide peace of mind for EV owners and help mitigate the financial risk of potential repairs. It's important to consider that the exact fuel and maintenance cost savings will depend on various factors, such as the specific make and model of the vehicle, driving habits, local electricity rates, and gasoline prices. However, on average, electric vehicle owners can expect to save money on fuel and maintenance over the life of their vehicles. The cost efficiency of electricity compared to gasoline, combined with the reduced maintenance requirements of electric vehicles, can result in significant long-term savings for EV owners. While higher insurance costs may impact the overall cost of ownership, the potential savings on fuel and maintenance can still make electric vehicles a financially attractive option for many consumers. When it comes to the environmental impact, electric vehicles offer significant advantages over gasoline-powered cars. One of the most notable benefits is the absence of tailpipe emissions. EVs produce zero direct emissions, so they don't release harmful pollutants like nitrogen oxides, particulate matter, and volatile organic compounds into the air. This lack of tailpipe emissions contributes to improved air quality, particularly in urban areas where air pollution from gasoline vehicles is a major concern. In addition to reducing local air pollution, electric vehicles help mitigate greenhouse gas emissions. While the production of electricity used to charge EVs may generate emissions, the overall carbon footprint of electric cars is still lower than gasoline vehicles. Studies have shown that even when considering the emissions from electricity generation, EVs emit significantly less carbon dioxide over the lifetime than gasoline cars. As the electricity grid continues to shift towards renewable energy sources, the environmental benefits of EVs will only increase. Electric vehicles also have higher energy efficiency than gasoline cars. EVs can convert a larger percentage of the energy stored in their batteries into propulsion, whereas gasoline engines lose a significant amount of energy through heat and friction. This higher efficiency means that EVs require less energy to travel the same distance as gasoline vehicles, further reducing the environmental impact. However, the sustainability of electric vehicle battery production remains a challenge. The extraction and processing of materials used in EV batteries, such as lithium and cobalt, can have negative environmental consequences. To address these concerns, battery recycling advancements and more sustainable production methods are crucial. Many EV manufacturers and battery companies are investing in recycling technologies to recover and reuse valuable materials from spent batteries, reducing the need for new resources. In conclusion, electric vehicles offer substantial environmental benefits, including zero tailpipe emissions, reduced greenhouse gas emissions, and higher energy efficiency than gasoline cars. While the sustainability of battery production remains a challenge, ongoing advancements in recycling and sustainable sourcing practices are working to mitigate these concerns. Choosing between an electric car or gas car requires careful consideration of costs, maintenance, fuel efficiency, and environmental impact. As technology and infrastructure evolve, electric vehicles are becoming increasingly attractive. What factors are most important to you when choosing a car? Let us know in the comments below and subscribe for more informative content.